We'll take a look at how air power, specifically air tankers that suck water from lakes in just a couple of seconds using scoopers to fight fire from the sky. CAL FIRE operates its own fleet of aircraft, stationed at 14 airfields and 11 helicopter bases across the state. This setup allows most aircraft to reach fires within about 20 minutes as long as there aren't heavy breeze like the Santa Ana winds. The fleet includes tactical OV-10s, Broncos, which often serve as lead aircraft, directing the coordinated efforts of the team. All of the aircraft work together, often making multiple flights each day to combat fires. Their goal? To precisely guide and support larger assets like the Super Scooper and the Boeing 747 supertanker in dropping water or fire retardant, often sourced from nearby water bodies. CAL FIRE also relies on its iconic Bell Huey helicopters, made famous during the Vietnam War. These versatile helicopters can pick up water from nearly any source using their attached buckets, making them invaluable for fighting wildfires in even the most remote areas. We'll take an in-depth look at what fire retardants are, how they work, and their crucial role in wildfire suppression. We'll also explore the concept of the fire line, how it's created, maintained, and used to control the spread of flames equipped with a water bucket. More details, all in the videos ahead. At around $30 million, the CL-415 is an enhanced aerial firefighter, is one of the most expensive aerial firefighting aircraft ever made. It is literally a boat with giant wings built like a tank, and it looks like no other plane in the world. The aircraft can scoop and drop 1,400 gallons of water on wildfires within minutes. Weighing 30,000 pounds, the CL-415 stands 30 feet tall and has a 93-foot wingspan, just 24 feet shorter than the wingspan of the Boeing 737. To perform a scoop, the aircraft flies at almost half its standard cruising speed. Once the scoop site is identified, the pilot brings the aircraft in for the maneuver. The water begins filling the tanks almost immediately, taking just 12 seconds to fill with 1,400 gallons. Before scooping water, the pilot goes through a pre-pickup checklist, which includes deploying the probes. The aircraft picks up water not by suction or vacuum, but by scooping it through two probes located on either side of the keel. These probes are about the size of your hands placed together. When it's time to release the water, the pilot presses the water drop button and the drop doors on the keel open, releasing 1,400 gallons of water. This entire process takes only 2 seconds, giving the pilot a very short window to work with. During this time, the pilot maintains the plane's speed and direction. When the tanks are full, the probes are retracted, causing a noticeable surge in the aircraft. The pilot then accelerates, lifting the plane back into the air. Now 12,000 pounds heavier, the aircraft relies on its design to ascend from the surface. A closer look at the wing reveals its large curvature, known as camber, which generates an enormous amount of lift. Aerodynamics play a crucial role, but other factors are also involved. Let's take a look how they drop the water. The CL-415 relies on the pilot's skill, as there is no targeting computer involved. Everything is done by feel and experience. However, the aircraft's high-lift wings and turboprop engines enable it to operate at low altitudes and speeds, making it ideal for combating forest fires effectively. In contrast, other firefighting aircraft planes like the 747 supertanker and make drops from between 300 and 900 feet. The Super Scooper can do so from as low as 100 feet above a fire, which gives it a better precision to put out targeted flames. Let's take a look at how a small fire is being controlled. A helicopter equipped with a bucket is used to combat the flames. The bucket is filled with water from a nearby lake, and the helicopter flies over to the fire and drops the water. With the water source only 8 miles away, the helicopter is able to make a drop approximately every 8 minutes, effectively dousing the flames. The strategy focuses on containing the fire on one side while allowing it to burn on the opposite side. Meanwhile, firefighter crews work on building a fire line to protect the unaffected areas. The region extinguished by the helicopter essentially acts as a fire break, as fire cannot reignite in areas that have already burned. This effort continues for the next few hours. It is vital to prevent the fire from crossing to the side of the forest, ensuring it remains under control. Within 24 hours, the outbreak is managed, allowing crews to focus their attention on the largest section of the fire. As the afternoon progresses, some crews extend the eastern fire line, while others begin constructing another fire line. At the same time, the helicopter works to slow the fire's advancement to the north. By sunset, all sides of the fire should have some level of containment. This containment ensures that during the night and in the following days, the fire can continue burning in a controlled manner until there is nothing left to fuel it. To counter large wildfires, Boeing 747 planes are used as firefighting aircraft. These planes can create a 4-mile-long fire line almost instantly and without any issues. They are capable of quickly and accurately dropping 20,000 gallons of water or fire retardant. Unfortunately, they were retired due to the high operational costs. In battling the fires in Los Angeles, aerial operations have primarily involved aircraft carrying thousands of gallons of water and dropping them on fires. However, bright pink and red retardants have also been utilized to coat flames on the ground. This fire retardant consists of 88% water and 12% ammonium phosphate, a compound commonly used in fertilizers. It also contains gum thickeners to help it adhere to burning plants and trees, as well as red or pink dye to allow pilots to track where the drops land from above. The chemicals in the substance reduce the likelihood of vegetation igniting when flames approach. How does it stop fires from spreading? Retardant drops are typically not made directly into the center of an active fire. Instead, they are strategically released at the fire's edges to prevent it from spreading further. The effectiveness of these products lies in their composition. The active ingredient is not water but fertilizer. Even after the water evaporates, the fertilizer remains on the ground, forming a visible red streak that can persist for days or even weeks, providing a continued barrier against fire spread. Cal Fire also operates fire trucks that transport water from hydrants and large water tanks to the front lines of a wildfire. However, due to mismanagement, these resources ran dry within just a few hours, leaving crews in a critical situation. In just a 40-minute period, emergency services called for 40 strike teams of engines, equating to approximately 200 fire engines. To put this into perspective, these 200 engines were simultaneously connected to fire hydrants, all attempting to draw water from the same system at the same time. However, the water pipes are only designed to accommodate a limited flow. An additional issue arises when hydrants are located in uphill areas. These systems rely heavily on water tanks and diesel pumps to provide enough pressure to push water through pipes to both homes and fire hydrants in elevated locations. The system loses the ability to maintain sufficient pressure. Without this necessary pressure, hydrants in uphill areas become non-functional, further hampering firefighting operations and leaving critical areas vulnerable. We'll take a look at what causes the dry functioning hydrants. This likely impaired the effort to protect some homes and evacuation corridors due to a lack of water supply. One of the main reasons the water hydrant could not pump water was when the fire broke out in Pacific Palisades. A nearby DWP reservoir was also out of commission and empty for repairs. This large reservoir in Pacific Palisades that is part of the Los Angeles water supply system was out of commission when a ferocious wildfire destroyed thousands of homes and other structures nearby. But officials said that the Santa Ynez Reservoir had been closed since about February for repairs to its cover, leaving a 117 million-gallon water storage complex empty in the heart of the Palisades for nearly a year. We make original videos from scratch, so please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.